So this is J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World Movie Magic, Volume 1. And as you can see, includes Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts. You probably know by now I'm a Harry Potter fan, and I also like Fantastic Beasts. So I was really happy to find this book for $4.99 at Bell's Outlet. And it says here, experience the magical films of J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World like never before. Have you ever wondered how Harry is able to run through the wall at platform 9 3/4, or how a human playing Hagrid can look like a half-giant? Just like there are professors at Hogwarts and Aurors at MACUSA, filmmakers have their own special skills and talents. Packed with captivating facts and incredible images from the making of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and all 8 Harry Potter films, the book features profiles on everyone from Harry Potter to Newt Scamander. Learn movie-making secrets from the whole production, the dreamers who brought a bank run by goblins to life, the actors who transform into fan-favorite wizards and witches, and the crews who make the magic happen, with bonus inserts that include stickers, removable Death Eater masks, an issue of the Quibbler, and many other fascinating items throughout. This book takes young readers on a one-of-a-kind adventure through the Wizarding World. So, one thing about this book that was interesting to me is it's a vault book, and I love vault books because it contains items you can pull out or look at or so forth. So, the cover is really nicely done with metallic paint, glossy photos of the characters, and 2 locations, Hogwarts and 1920s New York. And then there's a matte finish on the rest of the book, on the spine. So this is Extraordinary People and Fascinating Facts. In places I'm still looking for Volume 2. And on the back we have some glossy images of like a Death Eater mask. I think these might be some of the props that you can find in the book. When you open it, the end papers are also very nice. Orange color. And then we get to the title page. And another nice end paper. He's got the little Harry Potter scar right there. Starting with a nice a picture of Hogwarts, and then this part here is sort of with the deer and the trees is sort of brushed on, like with paint or something. It looks really cool. And we have the contents. And part 1 is Fantastic Beasts. Part 2 is Harry Potter. And then, as you can see, it has the profiles of the characters and then the places. Just an introduction. So what we have here is a book that's about the stories, but also particularly from the point of view of the movies and about the production of the movies. So we see costume designers, makeup artists, hairstylists, special makeup designer, digital artist, graphic designer. And we start with Fantastic Beasts, and I really like all of the different end papers. Good picture of Newt here. So first off, we have a profile of Newt Scamander, and he even talks about his coat. It says Eddie Redmayne loved wearing Newt's coat with its endless pockets, and explains, though it's simple, it's a massive element to Newt's character. Newt wears only one outfit throughout the film, though there are subtle changes to it. The collar pops, the trousers go into his boots, he explains, but there's sort of an eccentric, nerdy quality to him, and he looks more like an adventurer by the end of the film. Here is... These are stickers. And what they are stickers like you could put onto Newt's suitcase, I think. So his enchanted case, and I'm guessing, I'm not sure if these stickers appeared on his case in the movie or or whatever. Obviously this one didn't, but these are just stickers that I'm not sure if there's going to be a place to put them, or if it's just a nice little thing in the book to have some special exclusive stickers. Now the next profile is Tina Goldstein, who's becomes Newt's love interest, and here is Tina's Makusa ID card. Which is very cool. Jacob, the comic relief, Newt's sidekick, best friend. They switch suitcases, and that's where they meet up. And here's a nice little insert. It's Jacob's suitcase with all of the great pastries that he was making in them. So that's very cool. And that looks really good too. It says, to be kind, Dan Fogler's always been a big fan of fantasy and magic, and has always hoped he'd be cast in a movie as large and as extraordinary as Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This gave him some insight into his character. I think Jacob is very similar to me, Dan explains, not just because we both grew up in New York, but because I was just as much in awe of my surroundings as Jacob is when he's dropped into the wizarding world. Now, Queenie, crowd favorite character. She's Tina's sister, and she's kind of a flapper, and she has a thing for Jacob. And this is another pullout. The American Society of Legilm. What is the Legilmans? Is that what she was? Because she could read. Yeah, Legilmans. It's like a mind reader, so choose your minds wisely. And she could read minds, and but she was also just kind of a dingbat, which made her character really fun. Percival Graves, spoiler, he is, you find out in the end that he is in fact Grindelwald. But here's a Makusa memo: always be vigilant. I actually like Colin Farrell in this part more than Johnny Depp. I kind of wish Colin Farrell had just stuck with being the bad guy. I mean, I thought he was great in it. New Salem Philanthropic Society, which was really just like this anti-wizard group run by Mary Lou Barebone. And she is the mother or adopted mother or something of Credence Barebone, who is one of the most important characters in the Fantastic Beasts movies. He's played by Ezra Miller, who also plays the Flash in the DC movies. And here we talk about Makusa, the Magical Congress of the United States of America. And here is a exposure threat level clock, and I'm not sure how this works, but oh, it pops out, and I don't want to pop it out, but this is a pop out toy that comes with it, and looking under it, it does look very cool, but I want to leave it in here. If I had another one of these books for $4, I might get it just so I could pop this out, but it is very cool underneath. It's got little gears and clockwork stuff in it, so that's a cool, along with the stickers, a nice little handout that comes in this. Inspiration above ground. Here's an emergency message issued by Makusa Surveillance Department. Magical exposure threat level is severe. And then look, we have more stickers. So how about that? So yeah, it looks like to me that these are just stickers that you can have, just like exclusive stickers. New York 1926. One of my favorite things about this movie was the period detail. They did a really good job. I'm sure it was CGI, but it was just excellent. Here is the New York Ghost newspaper, and it's a pullout as well. And there's also another pullout under it. It's a pocket, and inside the pocket is oh boy, postcards, and these look great. A magical welcome to New York, and it's got the stamp, and I really like these. Magical Congress of the USA, Makusa. Fly to New York for a broom with a view. I really, really like these. It's charming, New York. So that's very cool. And we got the newspaper. This is actually a really good vault book, to tell you the truth. This is really cool. And we wrap up Fantastic Beasts, and now we're in Harry Potter. And there's a great picture of Harry and Ron on their way to the train to Hogwarts. So it begins talking about Harry's scar that you see in the first scene of the movie. And here it looks like some storyboards. Oh yeah, wow. The whole book of them. Wow, this is very cool. That's extremely cool. The Dursleys, his aunt and uncle who take care of him. I wouldn't say they adopted him. Aunt Marge, Ron Weasley, and here we have a pullout. It's let's all keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Chudley Cannon's 1931. How cool is that? A Quidditch team, like a Quidditch club. Extremely cool. Hermione Granger. Who would become Ron's wife. King's Cross Station. Platform 9 3/4. And then we see some of the candy, like Birdie Bots. You can find these in a lot of places. You can buy your own package to put your jelly beans in. Hagrid. Hagrid's hut. Diagon Alley. And then the wand shop. It says the wand shop was filled with more than 17,000 boxes of wands. The shelves of the store went up 17 feet and could be reached only by a 12-foot tall sliding ladder. To make it look like the wand boxes had been around a long time, they were aged with scratches and creases and sprinkled with dust. Gringotts. And it shows the coins, which is very cool. The Great Hall. Draco Malfoy. and shows how he's aged over the years. Neville Longbottom, Luna Lovegood. Here's a Quibbler. That's pretty cool. Professor McGonagall. Transfiguration Classroom. Of course, Professor Dumbledore. And it shows that you, to make his hand look cursed, he wore a green hand in the movie. Here's Professor Snape, one of my favorite characters. Potion making little pull out here. It's very cool. Professor Slughorn. Professor Quirrell, who is sort of possessed by Voldemort, and then we get to Voldemort. The Weasleys. And as you can see, they also have like illustrations, I guess, that J.K. Rowling might have given them or provided to them, so they could, Fred and George, so they could get the casting correct. The Burrow. There's another Chudley Cannons. Professor Lockhart, the arrogant. Kenneth Branagh played him, the arrogant professor. Professor Flitwick, and as you can see, he really changed. Beginning with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Professor Flitwick is bald, silver-bearded, wrinkled old wizard who wears her traditional wizard's hat. But in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Flitwick is a black-haired, tuxedo-wearing younger man with a mustache. The change came when Flitwick didn't make it into the script for Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Producer David Heyman asked Warwick Davis if he could play the new role of a Hogwarts choir conductor. When Flitwick came back in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, director Mike Newell liked the new look and kept it. So basically, they just decided, maybe make it look a little bit more like Warwick Davis. So I didn't realize that wasn't supposed to be Flitwick. It was just a choir conductor at first, and then they decided we're just going to go ahead and turn him back into Flitwick. It's interesting. Trelawney. And there's the concept, and Professor Sprout. The Malfoys. Narcissa. Lucius. Malfoy Manor. The Chamber of Secrets. Professor Lupin. And Tonks, Nymphadora Tonks. Tonks, don't call me Nymphadora, is a young Auror with the Ministry of Magic and a member of the Order of the Phoenix. Tonks, played by actress Natalia Tina, wears a long coat, ripped tights, a hooded sweatshirt, and a pair of boots. The boots make her sturdy, Natalia says, but they also trip her up. She's always trying to act like an adult, but keeps falling. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Tonks begins a relationship with Remus Lupin. She's in love and dresses more girly, but she's still wearing those boots. Interesting. So these little comments kind of give you little things to look at when you watch the movies. Hogsmeade. Honeyduke's Sweet Shop. The Shrieking Shack. Oh, here we have the other characters from the Harry Potter films. Sirius Black. I guess these are also concept drawings of Sirius Black. Here's a letter from Lily Potter to Sirius, which is cool. There's that famous family tree of Sirius Black. Bellatrix Lestrange. Oh, they're gonna talk about... Yeah, she accidentally injured the actor who played Neville by sticking the wand in his ear and rupturing his eardrum. He didn't get mad. He just said Helena plays her character really well. So it was. I've heard about that. It's funny they can laugh about it. Peter Pettigrew. Professor Moody. Mad-Eye Moody, the concept. And then a great choice, Brendan Gleeson to play him. Professor Moody's classroom. Oh, here we have Cedric Diggory. Oh, weird little Potter's Tink Cedric Diggory. That's I'm not sure if that was in the movie or not, but I guess he was just like everyone liked him, and when Harry Potter was chosen in the Goblet of Fire when he shouldn't have been. And unusual entrances, so it's like a phone booth to get into the Ministry of Magic. Dolores Umbridge. I think that concept drawing makes her look a little too nice. All of her cat stuff. All the cat plates. It shows all of them here. The Room of Requirement. Weasley's Wizard of Wheezes. It's a fun part of the movie where it shows all of their goofy stuff they were selling. And we get to the end. And in the very end, we have some Death Eater masks that come with the book, which is pretty cool. You could just put them on your wall, and they look great. And that's the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and come back and see me again. You're always welcome. So please rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.